There are a lot of Shopify stores on the cusp of great things, couple moves away from transforming their entire businesses, but they get caught up in vanity metrics. They don't look at why visitors leave without buying. And it turns out there's 4 simple elements that separate the struggling stores from the ones that hit it big. Now, my name's Dan Jordan. Over the last 10 years, I've worked with thousands of Shopify store owners that are probably similar to you. Passionate, have good products, but can't figure out why people come to the website without purchasing. Good news is, it's 4 elements. They're easy to implement, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Let me paint a picture that's probably quite familiar. You wake up, first thing you do is check Shopify, and you hope today is going to be different. You see visitors coming to your store, maybe a little bit of action, doing things like adding items to cart, but they do nothing. They seem to disappear. What happens is you probably spend hours tweaking product photos, writing headlines, who knows, maybe adjusting pricing. Why not toss in a couple apps? But people keep leaving without buying. Meanwhile, you're watching your competitors with inferior products, somehow making a go of it, and you're wondering to yourself, is it me? Am I the problem? Why does everybody else know something that I don't? Here's what I've discovered after working with stores like this hundreds of times. Your product isn't the problem. The issue typically stems with that you're missing a systematized approach that every successful Shopify store uses, even if they realize it or not. Now, when I've analyzed the big boys, the big dogs, AG1, Dr. Squatch, Freebird Razor, I found they all follow the same pattern. They've mastered 4 specific elements that turn browsers into buyers and buyers into customer lifetime value. Now, the struggling stores, they're going to be missing at least 2 of these elements, usually without even knowing that they are. I call it the 4C framework, the exact formula that every $1 million store uses to turn visitors into lifetime customers. Here's how it works. First is clarity. Can someone understand what you're selling and why they need it in 3 seconds? That's not after reading your product description. That's not after watching videos and looking through photos. You got 3 seconds. If they're confused, my friends, you lose. Second is confidence. Why should they trust you with their money? This isn't just about reviews. It's about looking legitimate from the moment they land on your product page. Third is cost. This isn't about a price war. This isn't about lowest price. It's about making your price feel like such an obvious choice that they would feel stupid not to purchase right then and there. Fourth, my favorite, community. Think about it. Are you actually building customers, or are you just processing transactions? The best stores make people feel like they're joining a movement, something bigger than just a one-off sale. Now, when you master these 4 elements, a lot's going to change for you. Your visitors don't just buy, they're going to become your friends for life. Now, how to exactly implement the 4 C's? I don't want this to be theory. This needs to be step-by-step processes that are going to transform your store right now. So let's start with number 1, as you now know, clarity. Go to your product page right now. Seriously, do it and ask yourself, can someone understand what this is and why they need it within 3 seconds? Show your product page to 5 people if they've never seen it before. Get a little response from them. Give them 3 seconds. What's this product? Who is it for? My friends, if they can't answer this, you failed clarity. Next, audit confidence. That sounded weird, but does your store look professional or amateur? Are there trust signals above the fold? Do you have real reviews that are visible immediately? Because most stores lose customers because they fall victim to the trust recession. Next, examine cost positioning. Remember, you're not just selling products. You are selling transformations. Are you showing that value, not just the price that they're going to pay? And make it feel like an obvious, stupid choice not to purchase. Finally, check community building. Are you treating this like a one-time transaction or the beginning of a relationship? Are you showing them what they're joining, not necessarily just what they're buying? The key is to fix these in order. Don't try to do everything at once. It can be overwhelming. So Sarah came to me with an organic skincare brand, great products, passionate founder, but people just, they weren't having it. They weren't buying her product. So what did we have to do? Well, first and foremost, fix clarity. We changed her confusing product title to something people could understand within 3 seconds. Instantly, the amount of people coming to the website and sticking around increased. Then we built up confidence with better trust signals and better social proof. We added next proper cost positioning that showed value, not just price. And finally, we created some community by showing customers they were joining a movement, my friends. They weren't just jumping into a random skincare thing. And within 30 days, well, our friend Sarah...
Oh my God! Wow!
She had her first profitable month, and she finally understands why people weren't buying before, and I'll be damned if she ever makes those mistakes again. Marcus, fitness supplement bro. Amateur hour on this guy's site until we applied the 4 C's systematically. We got his product pages crystal clear, built out legitimate confidence signals, repositioned his pricing is an investment in your health, and we created a movement all around, or a community all around transformation. He went from scraping by to getting himself profitable. You go, pal. Now, the 4 C's are how you get customers to become loyal buyers. Your business will transform. You will move away from hoping and praying to actually scaling. Remember, hope's not a strategy. The difference between struggling stores and thriving stores, it's never luck. It's not passion. It's systematically mastering 4 elements that turn visitors into lifetime customers. Struggling entrepreneurs, they know that passion and hope is not enough. They think, though, if they get more visitors, more ads, more social media followers, people will start buying, but they're wrong. Successful store owners understand that conversions are a system. They do not happen by accident. The 4C framework is how you stop hoping and start systematically building a business that's going to work for you. When you master clarity, confidence, cost, and community, you're not just selling products anymore. You're building real customer value and therefore customer lifetime value to you. This is the difference between playing the slots or playing chess with your e-commerce business. If you want to know which one of the 4 C's is killing your conversions, I might just have the tool for you. It's still being developed as we speak, but it should be ready to go in the next week or 2. We've been working on this thing for 6 months because this isn't some basic audit tool. This is the same analysis that I do for my clients, 10 years of my brain programmed into an AI workflow. I'll go so far as to say that. It gives you step-by-step fixes that will transform basically any struggling store into a systematic winner. It's not live yet, but you can join the waiting list and be among the first to get access. The link is going to be in the description below. When this thing launches, I promise you'll finally stop guessing what's wrong with your store and start knowing exactly how to fix it. And now, if you want more frameworks, more formulas, more of the sauce, hit subscribe because I'm going to be sharing systematic strategies, let's go, every week. Remember, one analysis, that's all it is. You're one analysis away from transforming your entire business. Now stop hoping and start systematizing.